This video is sponsored by Mammotion.
This gizmo right here by Mammotion is actually revolutionizing the way I cut my lawn. I think he went all the way over to the other side. He's doing a good job. It's pretty fun to watch it and experience it.
How you doing, guys? Chad here at the Hidden Spring Farm. This here is my new Luba 3 all-wheel drive series robot lawnmower. This is the 5,000 square meter model, and Mammotion was kind enough to send over this robot mower for me to test out and use here on the farm.
Now this is Mammotion's latest model, the Luba 3 all-wheel drive. It's very cool. It actually comes in 3 different models. What I have here is the largest model. It has the largest battery, and it does grass heights from 2.2 inches up to 4 inches, and it's basically good for 1 1/4 acres. But there are also 2 other models that do grass heights in between 1 inch and 2.7 inches, and there's a 1500 model that does 1/3 of an acre, and a 3000 model that does 3/4 of an acre, so it fits all different lawn sizes. Now, I've been looking for quite some time now on ways to improve my efficiency here on the farm. And believe it or not, to mow all the areas of pasture and lawn, it takes me 7 hours from start to finish. I usually don't even finish it in the same day. Now, of course, it comes nicely packaged and protected in the box. Let's get it open here.
Woo. It's massive. Whoa.
This is a nice little quick start guide. It's got all the description, all the different parts. It tells you what comes with the unit. And on the flip side, it actually gives you step-by-step instructions on carrying out the setup, including how to download the app and get yourself rolling.
Now, it is quite weighty, but I don't think it's the kind of thing that you're going to have to pick up and move around all the time. This is just the initial setup. First thing you got to do is put the front bumper on.
There's a little tiny plug that you got to plug in, and that goes right in there. And then you punk this in, and then there's a few screws to tighten it on. And this is like the sensor. If it bangs into anything, it'll back off. All right, step 2 is to put the side guardrails on. I just have it upside down on the foam that it comes with. And you can see this is just a protection for the blades, because that'll be awfully sharp. Look at this thing. Talk about hardcore all-wheel drive. Holy shnikes. Now, there is, in fact, a left and a right for this thing. So we just got to put the right on, put the left on, and get it tightened down. Let's go ahead and take the safety cover off of the blades and see what they look like. Wow. Oh, each individual blade swivels. Okay, so I guess as this is whipping around, the blades will actually swivel. Yes. Sweet. And it does, in fact, come with 12 pieces of extra blades. Wow, this unit is actually very hardcore. Seems to me that it's awfully well made. It's got shock absorbers and everything. All-wheel drive is right. This is what's connected to the motor and what makes it turn.
Here's the docking station. That's where it charges itself.
So outside I have a little space carved out here. You got to make sure it's flat here for the base station. And they give you these little screw-in spike things to help you along, you know, keeping it secure and making sure it won't move and blow away in the wind and all that kind of thing. They even give you a little tiny Allen key to go ahead and help screw these things in. Gonna have to give it a charge first before I can do anything else. Then I'll just connect the RTK unit relatively close to the Luba 3. There we go, it's waiting for a signal. Now I'll set up the app. Now I've already downloaded the Mammotion app, and I've connected the Bluetooth and everything to the Wi-Fi, to the phone, to the gizmo, to the mower, to the RTK, and it's just updating the firmware. So after that, we'll get to mapping the area that I want to mow. Now just remember that the model that I have here is the 5,000 square meter model. It's supposed to do over an acre. So we're going to test it out in our mini orchard here on our farm and see how it does. Now this Luba 3
all-wheel drive model uses the Tri-Fusion navigation technology, 360-degree LiDAR, to easily map your area. It's got off-road and rough road capabilities. It also climbs up 38.6 degree slopes, which is pretty cool because our property is all coming off the mountain. The system itself can identify obstacles and different types of obstacles and choose the most efficient path as it runs.
The robot tilted.
Thank you for telling me.
It also can detect if there's any steep cliffs or pool edges and other high-risk drop areas. Area mapping can be done automatically by the mower doing its own thing, but also in manual mode. So because I have a farm and an orchard, and that's where we're going to be setting up this unit, so I am choosing to manually map the mowing area just because it's an oddball shape. Now once you download the app into your phone, you simply walk around the area with the mower, manually marking the perimeter of the area you want mowed. And it has the ability also to map more than one zone if that's what you need. So your mowing zones can be broken up into many different zones. I just finished manually mapping out 2 no-go zones. It's pretty cool that you can do that. Basically, we have a big garden right here with this black tarp, and we have another big garden up there. That's for pumpkins. This one's for corn and sunflowers, and I don't want the mower to go in there. So this technology allows you to kind of set a perimeter that the mower will not go into. That's awesome. With front cameras, it's pretty cool. It can kind of avoid obstacles and track itself using navigation and whatnot, but you don't have to use that. You can use the Net RTK unit, which is kind of like a little antenna thing, and it's relatively close to the base station. That can still be used if desired. I do notice though, when it's running and it hits a big tuft of grass like that, it hits the sensor and then it stops. So it treats tall grass like that like an obstacle. It's also cool that you can in fact turn off the AI detection system so that you are able to mow taller grass and fescues. I think he went all the way over to the other side. He's doing a good job. It's pretty fun to watch it and like experience it. I have this little area right here kind of fenced in with this netting, and that's where we keep our ducks and geese. And I didn't want the mower to be going in there bothering the geese. They'll probably all try to fly away and run away, and they'll be scared of the mower. So they can have some peace inside this fenced in area, and I just marked the perimeter right around here. There it comes. Now guys, this is a farm, okay? We have fescue grass here in the orchard. It's not like it's beautiful Kentucky bluegrass in the front of your lawn. So this gizmo is indeed getting a full-on workout today. We're putting them to the test right now. You know, because I myself am so busy on the farm, I don't really want to waste my time 7 hours mowing all these areas. It takes a good while, and you have to do it, let's say, every week, right? So if I can get this unit every couple days to do its cycle, it's gonna save me like dozens and dozens and dozens of hours over the course of a summer. So I haven't set it to a schedule yet, which I will. I'll probably do maybe every 3 days, every 4 days, something like that, just to keep it at the right length. It's probably gonna take this thing many hours to do that huge area that we mapped, because that's just about an acre. We're pretty well maxing out the machine right now.
This is a screenshot of the final mapped out mowing area here in our farm.
And I don't think you folks can tell in the video, but our property is sloped up to the mountain, the ridge there where the forest is. And this unit is surprisingly powerful up the slopes. And I know it says it's good for slopes up to 38.6 degrees, but this unit is exactly what we need for our sloped property. It looks like it just came to this point here and started its cut cycle. And so it's cutting right now. Olive likes it. Right, Olive? It's nice? It has 2 different settings for the mow cycle,
And the one that I have set right now is that it'll do all the perimeter cuts first, and then it'll do all the interior cuts. But you can also set it to do all the interior cuts first. It's probably going to do this perimeter around this mow zone first. I'm trying to think like AI. And then it'll probably move over to the pumpkin no mow zone area. And then it'll probably go about and do the perimeter. Wicked awesome. It's quiet too. I mean, I can barely hear it. If you're in a neighborhood and you want to run this machine at night, I don't think you're going to get any nuisance calls with the cops, because this is very quiet considering a normal lawnmower is just massively loud. Now, I don't have any of our trees in the orchard. There's a tree, there's a tree. This is a big tree here. You can see we have lots of trees. There's 45 trees in our orchard. Now, I don't have each individual tree as a no-mow zone. I'm just going to allow the machine to detect the obstacle and work around it.
Now I have our mowing area set out into 2 zones.
This is the channel that I've set up. That whole area up there in the orchard is zone 1. And then this whole area in front of the house is zone 2. So you can see it's really a massive area that it's mapped out. Now when I look at the main task screen, which is the one task that I have it operating right now, it's showing that it has battery life of over 8 hours. Now, mind you, this is a brand new unit, but I guess it's going to keep going until the battery runs out. If it doesn't finish all the tasks that I've given it, then it'll just go back to the charging station, charge up, and then go and continue the task. That's pretty cool too.
I've ended the task through the app to show you how the mower actually figures itself out getting back to the home base charger. It's actually very cool to see it thinking and getting it done.
Start charging.
Now it says in the setup instructions that you really shouldn't run this unit with wet grass. And I can understand that. I mean, I don't even use my regular gas-powered mower on wet grass because it clogs up the chute, it clogs up the blades. It's easier for the blades to rust. So you got to keep all that in mind, even with a robot mower. There he is, way up there, past the garden, past the orchard, working hard as usual. We're going to have to give this guy a name. And you're supposed to be able to just set it and forget it. You know, I've already done all the mapping and it can do its thing, and it has obstacle avoidance, and I can just go about my business here on the farm and let this little guy do his work for 8 hours till the battery runs out. And then he'll go back to the charging dock, which is right there. And then once he's charged up, he'll go back out again. Yes! I think at first glance here, I'm going to be very pleased with how much time it's going to be saving me. Now, my initial feedback on this mower is that the setup was relatively easy. It was simple to map out using your phone. There's a little remote control, and I didn't really have any difficulty considering our space is a really odd space. All of this, all up there in the orchard, all the way to the left around the ducks and the geese pen, all right here around the house, and another zone over there. So I don't think it could have been any simpler than that, honestly. It worked very well, and I couldn't be happier with how it worked out. We are at present day 2 full weeks after I initially set up the mower. And I mean, you can actually see the corn growing too. So we're looking good. The lawn is mostly mowed. While I'm talking here, I'm going to set up the app for a new task this morning and get this thing mowing. Pull up the Mammotion app, connect, and it's basically on standby right now. That's cool. It's reached its 100% charge, so we're good to go. So far, this Mammotion Luba 3 has been working terrific these past few weeks. We've done 4 cuttings, and mind you, I'm testing it a lot too, trying to get a feel and understanding as to how it operates. But most of the grass is cut in a little area. There's a few spots here and there where I can tell that it ran into one of the trees and it treats it as an obstacle, and that's okay. That's what I want. We are, in fact, running this mower in our little orchard here on our farm, so yeah. I just learned something new about this Mammotion robot mower. It can now use the AWD technology, which connects the mower directly with the satellites. And as of April 1st, it's available in the United States, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. Enables the mower to have precision pinpointing without the use of the RTK unit. It doesn't even require any setup on the user's point either. It has 1 centimeter level satellite positioning accuracy without the need for any antenna, which is why it can be used without the RTK antenna. It works alongside the 360-degree LiDAR and the AI Vision, which utilizes the 2 front cameras and the LiDAR together, and it basically works in combination to ensure consistent performance in all sorts of challenging conditions, such as low light and lots of obstructions. And the Mammotion iNavi service remains free for the entire product life cycle. Now, if anyone's interested in looking at or acquiring more information or even purchasing one of these for yourselves, I'll have additional information and you can click the link in the description. Upgrade your yard and unlock the biggest summer deal. You can check out the Mammotion United States store and save up to $1,059 in between June 23rd and June 26th, and you can check out the Mammotion Canada store to save up to $940 in between June 23rd and July 5th. So click the link in the description and check out the 2 stores, Canada and US, and they have a couple pretty good sales right now. It's a very big summer sale, so you know, do your thing and check it out and investigate. But I mean, I can honestly recommend it after using it for 2 weeks. But my initial reaction to this thing is that it's a beast, it's a stud, and I'm happy that I have it here on the farm. It's going to save me loads of time, loads of effort. Well, it's been fun setting up and using this Luba 3 these past few weeks. Big thanks to Mammotion for sending it out to me and letting me use it in on my farm.